let's face it, Bread Week on the Great Canadian Baking Show is never just about flour and yeast. It's about drama, last-minute panic, and some seriously wild flavors that can either catapult you to the heavens of Star Baker or land you at the dreaded bottom of the batch. Episode 2 of Season 9 was no exception. If you've got a soft spot for pillowy dough, custardy buns, and the most overstuffed sandwiches you've ever seen, you're in for a treat. Today, we're breaking down every twist, every bake, and, of course, the heartbreaking ending that left fans gasping. Let's jump right in. The episode opens with classic Canadian baking banter. Alan and Anne are outside, pointing out clouds that suspiciously look like baked goods. Because hello, it's Bread Week, and everything is starting to look deliciously carb-loaded. But all that fun quickly gives way to tension in the tent as the 9 remaining bakers are told that their bread skills are about to be put to the test in 3 epic rounds. The signature, technical, and showstopper. It all begins with the signature challenge, steamed buns. These aren't your regular bao from the corner shop, but 8 identical masterpieces, each filled with a unique, mouth-watering filling. The creativity in the tent is off the charts. Riding high from her Star Baker win last week, feels the pressure as she calls on her Chinese roots with pork and shrimp lucky money bag buns. Tamara throws all her heart into ocean blue buns with scallops and scrunchions, a Newfoundland specialty made from crisped pork fat that has the judges drooling. Kavi blends Indian and Trinidadian influences to create buns packed with chicken tikka, plantains, and that super aromatic Chadden Benny sauce. Meanwhile, Jo gets bold with miso, maple salmon, and pickled carrots, turning her steamed buns into a sunny taste of home. Margaret channels Alberta with oyster burger buns, Dominic's off to Morocco with turmeric chicken pastilla, and Shanika brings Sri Lankan spices with garlic saffron shrimp in dillweed buns. The tent smells absolutely amazing and is filled with laughter, tension, and the low-key panic of dough not rising or fillings threatening to erupt. There are color bombs of orange and carrot, creative shapes, and, of course, the classic struggle of perfectly wrinkle-free bao. Ryan, the self-proclaimed bread rookie, pulls off a pork and ginger bun that wows the judges. Bruno even calls him a steam bun master. As the bakers steam, shape, fill, and hope for fluffiness, the judges zero in on technique. Some buns aren't pillowy enough, some lack shine, and some, like Dominic's, suffer from a steamer mishap leading to dryness. Tamara's scrunchions become the sleeper hit, delighting Bruno and sparking talk of breakfast visits to Newfoundland. The first round wraps with both nerves and relief. Most bakers shine, but everyone knows the hard part is still ahead. Next up, nerves spike for the technical challenge, and the mystery dishes Norwegian school bread skolebrød. Think cardamom enriched dough, a vanilla custard filling, and a mountain of coconut on top. It's not just about taste. The judges want 12 identical buns with perfect structure, filling, and flavor. The bakers scramble DZ. Margaret confesses she's never had school bread before. Tamara jokes that nothing about the recipe has sunk in, and Jo points out the recipe doesn't say how much cardamom to use. So it's a roll of the dice. As enriched dough comes together and custards bubble away, the usual fears pop up. Too much egg, not enough butter, the ever-dangerous volcano effect if the custard isn't set properly. Zoe sweats both figuratively and literally. Dominic laments being banned from using cardamom at home, and Shaneka questions the time management of Norwegian moms everywhere. Bakers need proof and shape while the clock ticks down. The final moments are a scramble. Glaze, glaze, more coconut. Some buns are under-proofed, some custards overflow, and the coconut sticks wherever it likes. Judges rank from 9th to 1st. Shaneka lands at the bottom with Dove issues, Zoe struggles with proofing and set, and Joe, humble as ever, nabs first place. Joe's delight is palpable. It's a shot of confidence she didn't know she needed. Losing technical can feel crushing, but everyone still has a shot at redemption in the upcoming showstopper. Now, for the main event, the Muffuletta Showstopper Challenge. This Sicilian sandwich is usually stacked with cold cuts and olive salad. But here, the bakers must get creative, baking their own show-stopping bread and dreaming up unique fillings. Jennifer attempts a garlic butter brioche bursting with steak, cheese, and veggies, but struggles with structure. Tamara evokes a traditional Jigs dinner from Newfoundland with chicken, corned beef, and duck, fat potatoes in white bread, but admits she kept things almost too simple. Margaret, flexing her dragon boat, one arms, whips up a buckwheat loaf with smoked salmon, whipped feta, and pistu, a tribute to her childhood bread. Zoe crafts a German-style pretzel loaf filled with schnitzel, pickled beets, and coleslaw, paying homage to her multicultural upbringing. Kavi creates a rainbow of roasted veggies on focaccia to make his daughter happy. This one's visually stunning. Dominic invents a banh mi-style crusty loaf packed with lemongrass pork and pate, using a string to tie up his flower-shaped loaf. While Joe's Mediterranean feast features harissa chicken, halloumi, and olive salad. As the bakers frantically slice, stack, and assemble, there's bread anxiety everywhere. Jennifer's loaf is a bit too soft to hold up to the fillings. Tamara worries her bread is too squat. Margaret scores 12 wheat patterns for the perfect finish, and Dominic's crusty bread cracks like music at the judges' table. Kavi's sandwich is so big he wonders if he went too far, and Ryan's pepper relish brings the spice, along with football stories. The judges cut, poke, and taste every layer. Bread must be the hero. Fillings must let the textures and flavors sing. Dominic's banh mi muffuletta is praised for its crunch and perfect balance. Kavi's veggie rainbow wins with its fresh summery taste and masterful focaccia. Margaret's salmon loaf gets cheers for its professional finish and homey, earthy bread. Joe's Mediterranean muffuletta nails the details. The crusty bread soaks up juices without falling apart, and harissa chicken is the perfect sweet, spicy kick. Zoe's pretzel loaf is the soft, squishy dream she'd hoped for, earning her of "let's get a beer" moment. But for some, Jennifer's brioche barely holds together. Shaneka's fennel loaf is underproofed, and the flavors fight rather than harmonize. And Tamara's bread is mealy and too basic despite tasty fillings. After all the flour has settled, the judges huddle to pick their star baker. Joe shines with a flawless week, her technical win and showstopper sandwich pushing her ahead. Kavi is recognized for a standout performance, but it's Joe who takes home the prize, stunned and emotional at her own achievement. The tent cheers, but heartbreakingly, one must go. Shaneka, after a tough bread week, is sent home. She takes it gracefully, tearing up over the warmth and support of her fellow bakers. As Joe celebrates, emotions run high. Nobody expected such intense competition so early. Before the credits roll, teasers promise Carnival Week next episode. Think swooping roller coasters, wild flavors, and even higher stakes. If Bread Week was this intense, you know you don't want to miss what's coming next. That's the full breakdown of episode 2. Bread Week was an emotional roller coaster, celebrating both brilliant bakes and nerve-wracking technicalities. From steamed buns to school bread to jaw-dropping muffulettas, the bakers mixed tradition with wild creativity, and Joe proved that calm confidence can bag the win. So, what did you think of this Wild Bread Week? Who had your favorite bake? And do you agree with the judges' choices? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk bread. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit like, share this video, and subscribe for more delicious recaps every week.